Is the market turning? Are we in a shift? Is it a new normal? Or are we going back to the old normal? Welcome to the How's the Market update for October of 25. I'm Wade Perry of the Perry Properties Group at eXp, and I'm going to share with you some perspective of the last 20 years, where we are today, and what we might look forward to next year. So, if you talk to my friends here, well, they think the market's dead. I'm here to tell you that the market is alive and well, and it's actually getting healthier. So, where have we been for the last 20 years? Well, we had a lot of new normals. If I go back to the beginning of the century, we had an administration that said that everybody should own a new home. And that ran prices up through the roof. That was a new normal. Then we had the Great Recession, when we had bankruptcies and foreclosures. Some of you might remember that, between 2007 and 2012. Tremendous buyer's market. And during that time, days on market was around 110 to 120 days. Long time. And that was a new normal. Well, then we went to 2012 through 2020 when we had quantitative easing. That brought lower interest rates down into the high 2s and 3s, and it was pandemonium. We had 40 and 50 offers on a house, tremendous seller's market, and that was a new normal. Well, then COVID hit in 2020 through 2022, and that was a new normal. Well, 23 and 24, well, they brought higher inflation, and it made housing very unaffordable. So that's where we've been, a series of new normals. So how about today? Well, let's look at just a micro snapshot of the last couple of years. If I go back to March of 22 until September of 25, 3.5 years, the average home price is the same, $680,000. Well, why is that? Well, interest rates went from 3.25 at one point all the way up to 8, until settling in right now at about 6.25. Not surprising, the days on market went from about 12 days on market up to about 58 to 60. So days on market has gone up 3 to 4 times. Not surprising, and a lot of people think maybe this is a new normal. In actuality, based on history, this is the old normal. And what I mean by that is mortgage rates on the 30-year fixed, which has been around for about 50 years, floats between about 5% and 7%, right where we are today. The number of days on market, or the number of months of inventory, typically sits around 4 months, right where we are today. So I look at the new normal as now the old normal. And what are we going to see going forward? Well, I think that we're going to see a balanced market where we've got somewhere between 3 and 5 months of inventory at any one given time. Homes are probably going to take between 45, 60 days to sell, and we're going to see appreciation rates at the 4 to 5% range. Now, what that's going to mean for the rest of the market, as mortgage rates come down into the 5s, the Fed cut once, they're going to cut a couple more times. Doesn't guarantee lower mortgage rates, but they do tend to float together. What it means is, with lower rates into the 5s, we're going to have a lot of buyers coming off the fence because housing is going to be more affordable. And that's going to drive demand. And some people are saying that's going to drive prices through the roof again. I think that's only one half of the equation. The other side of the equation is there are a lot of homeowners out there who have mortgages between 3.5% that have been wanting to move because they've been having more children, they've been getting married, they've been getting divorced, etc. But they can't because mortgage rates were around 7.5 or 8, and they weren't going to get rid of their 3.5 and go buy a 7.5. Well, with mortgage rates coming down into the high 5s in the first part of 26, a lot of those families are going to be ready to make that move. So we're going to see more supply and more demand. All in all, I think the market has 25% more homes trading hands next year. It'll be a great opportunity for sellers and a great opportunity for buyers as the market enters into the old normal going forward. If this intrigues you, if you have questions, anything you want to talk about, please reach out to us. We're always here to help. This is Wade Perry of the Perry Properties Group at eXp. Cheers to green and growing.